Hi guys, it's Ruthie with the Popo Backyard Farm, and I want you guys to join me in the Great Purge. And let me tell you what this is. Um, Clay and I have been married for 5 years, coming from the suburbs to the country, whole different way of life. He has canning jars and dehydrators and all that. But this is what needs to happen now for us. It's time to purge, and I want you guys to join me, and I want to talk to you about purging. um I have a garbage bag, but this isn't going to be your normal purge. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go through your house and get together those things in those rooms, the garage, the makeup drawer, everywhere in your house, and it has to have a place. Some things should be donated. Some things you don't want to donate because it's kind of stupid to say if you're losing weight and you get rid of all your clothes that's smaller because you can't wear it at that moment and you know that you really are losing the weight. Um, you want to put that in a box and store it, or say, like me, I know I'm not canning today because I'm not using those canning jars. Doesn't mean I want to toss them. That means I want to store them. Because what you toss away may be worth more than money because you're going to have to rebuy things that you tossed away. Now, that doesn't mean you save and collect junk and become a hoarder. That means that if you know that you're going to use it within the year or two, say, for example, Clay as a chicken plucker. Well, I don't want to toss that because it's an expensive piece of equipment and we may have to use that again within reason. Okay, so you're going to have to decide what needs to go, where it needs to go, and why. It's the sorting and the thinking and the process, but the goal is to really literally get rid of everything and everything to have a place. If you don't have a place, you need to get cabinets or get boxes together and tape them together and make shelving or whatever it takes so you get yourself organized. Okay, now what I'd like to do is anyone that wants to take part in this, I want you to join me on Wednesdays and kind of report back. Leave the link of the video that you make so that everybody else can find your video and watch it. I'm not going to list all the videos. Part of this event is to just come back in, check in, leave your video, then everybody go out and watch everyone else's video to see what they did. Now, what I want you to do when you're purging is I want you to tell a story. So that week, whatever you purge, you can say, like, say you do a story, you might say, oh, well, I was cleaning out, I found my grandma's old ring and it just brought back so many memories. Or you may say something along the lines of, oh, I took all my stuff and I donated it, and Sally Sue was so happy because she really, really needed a crack pot, and I had 20 and I gave her one, you know, that kind of thing. Come back with a story. It can be anything, the events that happen, excuse me, in your purging. So it will be fun to hear. So I'm going through my stuff. My goal today is, hopefully, and it doesn't mean I have to do this, is to get a bag of stuff that I'm going to donate today. I have a specific place that I donate to. I'm kind of strict about that because it's just, there's some things that we do to help other people. So we have different places that we donate and do things when we start to get rid of things. But and I guess I'll bring this up, and maybe I should bring this up through this. In the past, I used to have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money anymore. But in the past, I've actually had people call me on the phone. Why did you donate this to the rescue mission? Why didn't you call me and give it to me? Or people would say, I'll come over to your house and I would be happy to take everything. Honestly, because of my background and having the love issue of people only wanting me for things they could get off me, I had to make some boundaries. because I had been really hurt from that situation. So what I do, I always have a money magnet. You know, people say, somebody said to me recently, they said, yeah, when people think about Ruthie, they think about money. And he's like, it's totally, I don't even have money anymore, but just because of my past. So because of that, I have had to set boundaries around myself because of the pain level of friendships that I thought they loved me and they didn't. So I always just donate to specific places. And I figured that if somebody wants something, they can, you know, they'll be going to those places anyway, you know. And once in a while, God might put somebody on my heart, and that's a different situation. When the Lord does that, I definitely, you know, approach that. But I like to hear from God and not have people calling me up and asking me for money and stuff. It's just not the way to be. But we don't have money anymore. Clay and I don't have money. We just live paycheck to paycheck. But anyway, that being said, go through your stuff. Take everything you don't want, that you really don't want. Donate that, even if it's a little box. Everything that you do want, for some reason, find a place to store it and set it aside. Don't be giving away things that, like all your kids' toys, and then your kids are crying because they have no toys. I mean, sort them out. You know, maybe they get to open up a box a month so they get something new to look at. You know, I'm older. I'm more practical. You know, I think, you know, so I've been through those days of throwing away everything that you own, and then you have to turn around and rebuy it. And I don't have the kind of lifestyle I had before. I cannot do that, and it's foolish anyway. That's just foolish living. You got to use your common sense. So if you have extra, you know, bless someone else. And that's one of my goals in going through everything I have this year. I really want to bless somebody else. So I said a lot, gave you something to think about. You know, you can let the wheels turn in your head. You know, don't judge me. You know, my order is messy, so I constantly fight to keep order, but I have been in very much order before. People have come into my home and said, wow, this looks like the Home Alone house. I mean, I've had everything in order before, but when I get focused on something, I get off, and then everything gets messy. And where if I get too many, if I've been dehydrating for weeks and I'm 54, I get tired and I sit and dishes and laundry, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I've dehydrated all day. All I want to do is go to bed, you know. So that being said, I have a window of time before the planting season comes here on our little farm, and everybody has their story. Some people work a lot, some people this and that. So this is the perfect time. Well, it's kind of cold, it's not too hot. I can go through my entire house, all my drawers, everything, and sort and whatever. So you do the same. On Wednesdays, join in, title your video, The Great Purge. Come back on Wednesdays, check in, and so everybody else can watch your video and see what you did, hear your story and what goes on there. And everybody's invited. And I'll be sharing on Wednesdays what happens here. And I will be watching all your videos too, because, hey, I have a lot to learn, and you might have some great ideas I didn't even think about. Oh, so anyway, I've got a blog to write. I've got housework to do, and I got to do some sweepstaking to bring some extras into my home, and that's my day. So I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, yeah, stay tuned for my next video because I have a giveaway. So you want to get in on that. God bless. I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.